the highest levels of biodiversity on the planet exist in lands that are occupied and managed by indigenous communities. There's been a lot of research to show that, there are no places in the world that have literally been absent of human use. The landscapes that are protected for biodiversity protection, for tourism, included some degree of human use. But yet the narrative that in order to protect nature, we need to remove people continues to promote the eviction of indigenous and local communities, that's where sort of the human rights violations come in. The Tanzanian government continues to push tourism and say that they are sort of a place for tourism, and then use conservation as in name really only to evict Maasai, to bring more tourists in, and yet tourists continue to flock there without understanding or realizing or caring what's happening. Tanzania actually already has nearly 39% of its land under some kind of protected status. And many of those places require the removal of local people. People who live inside the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. This is, an area that's supposed to be a World Heritage Site, which respects culture and nature. So it should be an area that should be standing up as a model. In Loliondo, Maasai legally registered their villages according to Tanzanian law, created a land use plan that included conservation spaces for wildlife, got into their own private agreements with tour companies to bring tourists in, and were actually running their village land very much in favor of conservation. When you think about, human rights abuses, it's a human rights abuse, it's a loss of potential opportunity to do conservation differently with people. One individual said, we watch tourists come with their families to enjoy their holidays while we're becoming poor and being kicked off of our land. Human rights abuse, not listening to people's voices, not listening to their ideas, and not giving them the sort of rights to home and access to resources.